Give me another sync clap.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another bookshelf roast. Today I am joined by my wonderful girlfriend, Kayla, and we are going to be roasting specifically author bookshelves. I put out on Twitter and sent a little message over to my Wraithmarked friends, and I have had a plethora of self and trad published people get back to me, hoping to be roasted by the Goblin. Kayla has promised me she will indeed be mean, and we are going to light a fire under your hairy asses. First up, we have from AC Cobble. Starting off, there's gnomes, and it's under the staircase.
Yeah.
You're inviting a lot of mischief. The other shelf, though, sent in, it's so generic and bland, I can't really even roast it. Like,
Yeah.
it's just fine.
I mean, it just reminds me of my old hometown's library. So.
Does that fit your writing? Next up, we have from Overly Sarcastic Productions, two shelves, one from red, one from blue, and I think it's pretty clear which is from which.
There's one that's just honestly really impressive. The collection alone and the fact that they're behind, glass casing could do without the fake plants. I'm sorry, it's giving me like just some sad Hobby Lobby vibes.
Very concerned that the sad bookshelf has a wall outlet that's sideways with the USBs. I've never seen one like that.
Is that your bathroom?
Is your electrician drunk? I'm gonna roast you. This is a roast. That chair just screams, I bought it at IKEA because I thought it was a safe choice and it fits the Hobby Lobby vibe. Boom! Roasted! Now from Ben Galley. First of all, great book cover. The only thing that stands out to me here is you have what I would call one of the most cursed, consistent flaws I have seen with people in bookshelves, and that is entirely neglecting their bottom shelf and turning it into just storage and things I don't know what to do with.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing a box for a charging port.
Yeah, Ben, we gotta talk about this. You got a bunch of video games on that shelf. No. Also, is that the Office game hanging out at the top of your bookshelf?
Oh my god, how
Ben,
did you catch that?
Ben, you have an entire bottom shelf that you're not even utilizing properly, and you put it on the top of your bookshelf. We gotta talk.
I actually really want to say I like your book title a lot. I brought our world's magic to this other world. The room this bookshelf's in, I'm pretty sure someone's died in.
Yeah.
And you are okay with that. Oh no, it's a different color. Look, it goes two different colors. This is two separate shelves put together.
Clearly an add-on.
You didn't put in the effort to get the same stain on there.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot to rate them. F.
F.
Oh, this is Bryce O'Connor. He's the one who really helped me get a lot of these authors in here. And Bryce, I have to say, you have checked every red flag I have ever come across for bookshelves. One, the draped over, like, little lights bulbs. Oh, you're so unique and beautiful. It's quirky. You then have the just pile of books that really, I think, reflect you better as a person. Like, here's your high effort. You show it to people to show off. But down here, we all know this is what is really you're about. And then we have a bookshelf that's mostly not books. You've got a lot of the nicer ones on here, but you're even covering a lot of the books with these canvases of generic fantasy things you've overlaid.
Yeah.
So, Bryce, you've disappointed me. And you're bald.
And Bryce, we gotta talk here. If you're gonna put your books up on display, let them be displayed. Why are you double shelving them there? What's with that?
He's put them in drawers.
That's what I'm saying. He's hiding them. Are you ashamed, Bryce?
Well, they are manga. Oh, are those like hentai? Is that what that is?
Well, okay, I understand if it's hentai and you're hiding a little porn collection. No judgment.
You can put that in a drawer. Now we have David Estes, who I want to say, quick note. Okay, ow. But quick note, the juxtaposition of tone between your very cheery bookshelf and your book cover to David Estes is great. It's like this, oh, Pikachu. And in the corner, it's like, hold the line.
Yeah, I have questions here. So this seems like you're taking a picture of, like, your kid's bookshelf. Am I correct here?
I'm seeing Dr. Seuss, Pokemon.
Goodnight Moon.
I want to, see a very serious interview with this author where they're like, yes, Dr. Seuss was instrumental in coming up with Fate Marked. And hold the line, hold it here, over there, or we all fucking die. Being a fair judge, you do have a cat in your profile picture, so A+. Now, Nicholas Ames, I actually reached out to him and specifically said, Nicholas, don't be a coward, give me your shelves, because I love Nicholas, and he sent me this one, which I think is just genuinely very impressive. I like the detail of having all the different editions of his own book up top. That's cool.
Yep.
But Kay, I need to show you what he then sent the other shelf he has.
Okay. Honestly, Honestly, that liquor cabinet kind of reflects how I'm feeling right
the
now.
the dramatic lighting on the bar with the just pile of this is like what a set designer would put.
Honestly, that's the best way to put this. I'm sorry. Like, what rummage sale were you inspired by? This is terrible.
How much trouble are you having writing the third book, Nick?
How many times have you restacked these, Nick? Out of anger. This is upsetting.
What's amazing is the shelf on the bottom looks like it's struggling. Like, it looks like it's like about to be crushed.
I was a little upset by, again, the twinkle lights. I know some people think they look cool. I personally am just like, get your solid track lightings, put them in your shelves. It looks cleaner, it looks neater. These Christmas lights things, I don't know. Tumblr makes them look good. It's not.
From Davis, I don't want to butcher that. Do you know
Ashura?
Ashura, okay.
I'm gonna say Ashura.
And I want to say this is just like a very nice homey shelf.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit too much knick-knackage for me. I also really like your book cover. It's not my personal aesthetic for home decor, but it clearly is just accomplishing what you want to accomplish for it.
Yeah.
Solid B+ from me.
I agree with that
Plus
statement.
Bupper.
Bupper Picture is doing great things for me. I'm very much like a contemporary, mid-century type person, so I kind of like my lines a little bit cleaner.
This is from Val Neal. And I would say this is a really nice shelf, but it falls into the territory. I get one, like your book cover a lot, but also it falls in the territory of take 5 minutes to clean your room before you send it to me.
Yeah.
For the love of God.
Honestly, I was gonna say the bookshelf alone, fine. You guys did a great job. They're all
Great.
lined up, nothing's leaning. But then you do some things where I feel like you forgot to clean before taking this picture. You got clothes, you
There's
got a
dog
cat box.
treats.
Like, he's got the little cat box
Oh wait, that's
here.
a napping dog. That's an actual napping dog.
Dog gets points.
No, I take it all back. This is a wonderful photo, and you didn't want to disturb the dog when you took the photo, and I get it. That's actually okay. I actually appreciate what you're going for. A+.
If that was the case, then I accept it. But
Yeah.
still, the knick-knackage here is not an appropriate level. You do need to kind of move those around a little bit.
And then we have from Dawn Chapman. There's owls?
They look like, yeah, little figurines that kind of have those creepy skull faces on them.
Where would you give this? A to F?
I don't know. I would give this like a C because it's organized, but nothing about it is appealing.
Derek Ashton, who I actually didn't put your book cover in here because you had your own books on the shelves prominently displayed.
Well done.
Nice collection here, but I will say you have not sent me a bookshelf. You have sent me desks with books you've put on them.
Yeah.
So F right away. And then there's one of these weird, annoying corner things that are horrible space utilization, and it's more Funko Pop than bookshelf.
Yeah.
So despite having some really great books in here, all around, ew. Are you an author or a Funko Pop collector?
But great pipe. Love your pipe.
That was a very good pipe. Then we have JD Pinman, who I want to say, the fact that you have a rat on like warrior on your cover, very cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
The shelf's a little too close up. Really, this is a photo of your cat, which I'm not complaining. Also, you are the exact kind of guy I thought would have R.A. Salvatore on the shelf. Just, I don't know what that says, but I saw you and I went, this guy reads R.A. Salvatore. And then I saw your book cover and I was like, this guy definitely reads R.A. Salvatore. And then I saw it on your shelf and I was like, yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna now. I'm gonna be a little harsh on this one here. Your collection is really cool, but the way you've arranged it here just reminds me of the way that things are slopped together in an antique shop. You gotta make it look a little more symmetrical.
This feels
here.
like it feels exactly like an antique shop. The shelves are so empty. There's a lot of promise, but I'm just like, obviously what jumps out here first and foremost is like they're extraordinarily empty. Like,
Yeah.
I can't really judge much beyond that. So it's the first time I've ever done this. Come back later. That's gonna be my roast. I can't yet. Come back later.
Yeah.
You don't get a grade, just like most people keep forgetting.
Yeah, when you turn us here on an unfinished work, we can't really grade it yet. So,
Okay, this is actually really kind of fun.
Yeah.
I like this. Actually, I'd say exact right level of knackage.
perfect, because all the knackage matches the shelf that it's with.
Jay Boyce, I also really like the wigs. They're adding a lot of like color to the photo itself, and I think kind of really liven up the shelf.
I appreciate the owl wearing glasses above it. You did a right level of distribution between each painting.
I would say B+.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
was
have
solid.
Nothing to roast here. We had an author send in their Kindle, F-, I
But
guess.
great joke.
Actually, you know what? Environmentally friendly. So, you get a leaf. I'm gonna put a leaf on the screen right now.
You're eco-friendly.
John Bierce, the Rack. It's also an aggressive name.
I was gonna say then immediately thought of something else. No, sir, no. You do not get, no.
This is from Michael Chatfield, who just sent us a box of books. And
Not even a box. They're on the floor.
You don't get a grade. You get failure of assignment. You didn't do the assignment.
No.
Disappointed and ashamed for you.
Are you moving? Is there an excuse for this? I'm trying to help you out here, bud, but like...
I do like your floors, though. And then we have Phil Tucker, who, first of all, bold cover. I like the cat cuddling the dude. Nice.
Looks very cute.
You, in this photo, I don't know if I can say this. Let me know if it's too harsh. You look like the Unabomber who was too afraid to send the bombs. Like, you made him. But then you chickened out.
You definitely look like a mountain mystery man, like somebody I see in the fog. I'm not sure about that. But your shelf, I don't know.
Boring. I don't know how to say anything. It's just boring shelf.
No, you're just being nice. I'm sorry. I don't get this. Everybody, when you start having so many books that they're going up the top of the shelf,
yeah, that's...
and they're going down the sides, and you're shoving them in at these odd angles here, get another shelf.
That's classist of you. Not everyone can afford another
Build a shelf.
Then we have from SM Boyce, Wraithblade. She's also one of the Wraithmarked authors. All I will say is it's a lot less than I expected an author to have to show me.
I really enjoy the like little paintings that you're putting in there.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, it's really eye-catching, and yeah, I like this.
Are these graphic novels? It's just, I expected more, but I also really like your mug. Can you read that in your announcer voice?
I do not spew profanities. I enunciate them clearly, like a f***ing lady.
This is the most impressive we have seen yet. It is a library, I would think, but then you actually start examining it, and it's got like, oh, this is someone's house, and it's just the most expansive shelf I think we have gotten on this show yet. It's genuinely very impressive.
Okay, yeah, so my first take is, ooh, that's impressive. But I'm just gonna say,
the stuffed dead animal is a little...
You took the words out of my mouth here. There's not one, there are two stuffed dead animals and a collection of really awesome steampunk boots.
Love the boots.
Love the boots. Not sure if I would place them with your books.
This is Tao Wong. I will say one of my favorite covers. I saw in the submissions here. But these little like record stack bookshelves, I detest for books. And you also have it so crowded, it looks like just a pillar of literature growing out of a mess. And then it doesn't get better as we go to your other shelf, which has more side stackage of what I assume are your own books because they are repeating a lot than anything else. And I know it's tempting when they're your own books to just get them out of the way, but like it's still a feature of the room. People are going to be noticing. I would say a D.
Tao, baby, look at me. Come here. Come in close. Look at me here. I get you. You're really into design. You wanted something fun, a cool bookshelf that's not basic. I feel you on that. I love myself a good tower bookshelf as well. But the thing is, babe, you gotta have it just be clean looking, and this is not. And then you chose to shove it in just a random corner of stuff. You don't even have the little, what are they called, blinds lined up behind it. A bookshelf like that deserves better.
I wanted you to read this title of this book.
Legends and Lattes!
She is the biggest coffee addict on the planet. Here is our current list of coffee ratings.
Yep.
This is a very pretty fine above average shelf. It could be more filled out. Travis Baldry, it's perfectly Virginia McLean, who this just looks like the most lived in shelf. Not in like it's a super messy way, but this just looks like a snapshot of your life. Like you just were walking around and like, oh, and there's food on the floor.
See, I don't like the twinkle lights. I'm gonna say it right
here
and right now.
Those.
I don't like twinkle lights. I don't like them hanging around. They just look sloppy. Everyone thinks it's draping pretty. It's not. I hate to be the harsh person in your life to tell you that. It's not. It looks like it came out of a college dorm. And as long as you're not hiding away books in those drawers down there like some other people in this list, I'm happy.
I will say, get some newer fantasy and sci-fi. I'm only seeing stuff that's like not been released pretty recently. The stuff going on now is really great and exciting. I'm gonna put that out there. Maybe Breach of Peace. What?
Zamil Akhtar? Did I get that right?
She's the one who's trilingual.
Yeah, but that's not a Korean name, so I'm gonna go with Akhtar.
I will say though, your book, Gunmetal Gods, I'm the most tempted to pick up of anything I've seen here because the cover slaps, the title slaps, the font, great.
Yep.
This is a very tempting book, but your shelves unfortunately look like Star Trek reject props.
No.
It's just 3 stacked little cubes.
It looks like something out of the Jetsons. I'm really not big on that, and why you choose to keep Santa up there all year round unless you took this.
I didn't even notice the Santa Claus.
Unless you took this months ago and you are sending it now. Unacceptable. Get rid of it. My biggest advice here, you have a book called 1001 Inventions. Take a gander through it, and maybe there's a better bookshelf in there. There's a dog.
There's a dog. And this is from, I'm sorry, the font's weird.
Jen McIntosh?
But you have Blood of Ravens. And I would say a very nice shelf. There's not a whole lot to pick at here. There's very few sides aside from your own book, which is understandable.
No.
The puppy is perfect, of
Nailed
course.
it. Love it.
Wonderful friend. Did you get him to sit there before you take it? Looks like you made him sit and then took the photo, which that means you're putting in effort to try and get brownie points, and it worked.
I love how your shirt kind of matches the puppy bed. Like, the whole submission
Oh
here
my
was
God!
great. Like, well
This
done.
is a really thought through submission.
It was.
I will say I have a weird urge to just tell you to like hang a sword above it. And it feels like you're the kind of person who would like to have a sword up there.
Yeah, that's actually a
I
good
think that'd be
statement.
kind of cool to have like a sword hanging, but that's just me. Yeah, overall I would say B.
Yeah.
And now we have, from one of my followers, Christopher here. I would say if I had to average out every single one of my subscribers' bookshelves, this would pretty much be what you get, which is not a bad thing. My subscribers tend to have better than average people's shelves. That's not me tooting my own horn. Nerds of fantasy follow me. The collection's nice. There's a little too much side stackers, a little too much knackage, but that's what I very commonly see.
And I can tell your knackage is important to you. Like, there's some rocks on there that have been painted. Clearly, you know, loved ones in your life giving you stuff.
It's clearly a reference to season 8 of Game of Thrones when they decided to kill Jaime and Cersei with rocks.
Right. God.
Pot of the bird with a plant growing out of its back. It seems like a torture method. Like you've made, like I heard about the thing where they would like make bamboo grow through people and like be tortured. It seems like you've done this to this bird.
Poor bird.
And then we have longtime friend of the channel and co-founder or co-owner something or other of Campfire, Jackson Dickert, who is the author of The Quest for the Golden Plunder, which is a really good book.
I'm almost so distracted by your photo that I didn't even see the bookshelf.
See, I thought you'd be distracted by coked out Gollum up top.
Oh no, I wanted the potato.
I really do
Boil
like
them,
the
mash them,
potato.
stick them in the stew.
I want that like giant on a wall.
We should get that from Murph. That would be great.
Yeah, she would love that. Or we could just have the video of Sean Ashton saying undulating, but like maybe turn it into art somehow.
The word again is undulate.
We'll work on that. We'll workshop it.
Your shelf is abhorrent. I absolutely cannot stand the overt overlevel of knackage. You have just random additions here, not a lot of complete series. Really, I think what you need to do is go into a long retirement and let someone who, you know, maybe could do a better job help run Campfire, maybe someone like a goblin or something. 0 out of 10.
I think he's just taking inspiration for his next book to follow the Golden Plunger quest. This is just quest for a better bookshelf. So
First of all, really like your cover, Emma. Kind of colorful but subtle. It really works.
Yeah.
Your shelf's a bit empty. It feels like the level of knackage will feel better once there's more books on there.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I think so, and also I think your knackage, just because the shelves are so empty, the knackage stands out more. Once you fill that in, I think the balance will come together. But again, my confusion with, you have a bookshelf. You have empty spaces on said bookshelf. Why is there shit on top of the bookshelf?
Also, I want to say, this might sound really mean, but this is a roast. Make sure your knackage reflects things that mean a lot to you more and is not just like basic crap you pick up at Target. That's something that really bugs me. A lot of the knackage from here is stuff that like I really spent years collecting. You can't find a lot of their spots, or it's gifts, things like that. And maybe a lot of these are gifts. Maybe I'm being a total ass. I am, that's for sure. But I would hold off on putting in so much knackage before filling out your shelves, because it's important you have space for when stuff you really care about comes available.
I agree with that statement here.
If you would like to sign up for my self-help course, we have from
Jay Smith.
Broken from Jay Smith. I think your shelf is fine if this is a starter shelf for you.
Yeah, I think for a starter shelf, for someone who's just starting to collect, it's the right amount of space, and I love that you have them kind of all vertical here, obviously some leaners, but for me it has nothing to do with your bookshelf. I would just really like for you to get rid of the college Tupperware-esque containers next to it and just get a matching wood so everything flows better.
I just noticed there's like the katana, whatever. I would prefer you actually attach it to the wall and put it on, but that's fine. And then like next to them, trying to like hide them, are like the actual kinds of knives like Ted Bundy would use to murder People, like, those are some hunting ass knives. And all of a sudden I'm getting a vibe where it's like, don't worry about those. They're just for decoration. I promise. A+. I do not want a problem with you. Perfect shelf. Don't change
great
anything.
shelf.
You're fine.
Love your shelf.
Jeremy
Saul.
Saul?
I think it's Saul.
Okay.
Just like a Saul. Is that right? Like a TS sort of thing? Saul?
Actually, pretty shelf. A
Impressive.
lot of
Holy
your own
shit.
books, clearly, but like every author, especially self-pubs, ends up with that because you have to have a bunch of copies on hand. A lot of side stackers, but with how full it is, I get it. Like,
Yeah.
this is clearly you're struggling for space. Though, I take back a lot of what I said. Look at all those Blu-rays and video games. Jeremy.
They
This is a
blended
book-
in well.
This is a bookshelf.
Yeah.
Are those books? We're disappointed parents.
Get rid of the twinkle lights, please, and thank you.
Okay, first of all, outstanding
Gorgeous
book cover.
cover.
Yeah, wow.
Holy shit.
So this is from,
Vaishnavi Patel? Did I butchered that?
and also I would say a great young person. You seem pretty young from your photo. I don't mean to be judgy. You know, if you just have a great skincare routine, share it. But it just seems like a nice starter shelf, and I got no problem with that. I
Yeah.
mean, every college kid I knew in their first apartment had basically that.
Yeah, I was gonna say this reminds me exactly of my second year college shelf when I finally got an apartment.
Too much up top.
It's just really the up top. I get that since you have more space to the ceiling, you kind of want to utilize that, but because you're doing stuffed animals, babes, they're kind of falling off. Place for your guys.
You keep your place at 72? Who keeps their place at 72?
We function a little different than you.
Okay.
I am not the core temperature of 1,000 suns. I get cold.
70 tops. And that was it. Those are all the shelves. Thank you guys so much, and thank you for being a part of this.
Of course, you guys actually surpassed my expectations. I was expecting somebody to have like books hanging in a basket out of their window or something.
I've gotten
but...
moldy shelves before.
Okay,
Just
well.
flat out. Like and subscribe if you have not already. Hit the Patreon for support what I do here. And thank you, Wraithmark, for creating for sending a bunch of these authors. Okay, bye!